Hi, I'm David Boyce. I fly planes. Actually, what I fly is remote control aircraft. When I was 25, I actually applied to be a pilot with British Airways. I got through the first round, but I didn't get any further. There was about 10,000 applicants. Then about 6 years ago, I actually met my partner, and her dad, which was you, was trying to get his wings to go flying. He wasn't really getting much success at the local club. They weren't interested in you because you were a bit too old. So I said, well, okay, Dad, I think I'll learn to fly and then I'll teach you to fly and I can be full-time teaching you. Dad, just excuse me, Dad. Dad, excuse me, Dad. It's 6 years old, this plane, and it has survived a number of crashes, and you can see it's a bit warm, but the motor still works. This is what they call a sports plane. It's not realistic of any real plane, but it is built just to have fun with for remote control. This motor here is actually a 4-stroke motor. It's a fun plane to fly. It's what they call 3D. You can fly it by hanging it off the prop. You can do manoeuvres which you couldn't do in a real plane. This is a replica of a real plane. It's a Spitfire used in World War II. And this has got a 2-stroke motor in. It's quite a large motor. It goes very fast. This is an electric plane. It's very light. It's made of foam, polystyrene. Very manoeuvrable, this type of plane. You might wonder why I've got so many planes. Everyone's actually different, that's the thing. They fly very differently. Now, this plane here is actually made out of material you get from a hardware store called Corflute, which I made and designed it myself, and it actually goes like a rocket.
Was that the material they use for signs, isn't it?
Yeah, material they use for advertising, estate agent signs.
And turns it into a plane.
I think when I first started, I just kept buying propellers, because the first thing what happens is when you land is you hit the ground and you break a propeller. I used to buy them a dozen at a time. Here's a jet. This is only a small jet, but you can get, I've seen jets flying like F-111, realistic looking jets, probably cost about $20,000, and they are fantastic. It's quite an expensive hobby to get into. It probably costs you about $400 to $500 to get yourself a plane, and transmitter and receiver. But once you've got one and you want to add one plane, you could be looking at, say, a couple of $100, until you look at some of the bigger planes where we're talking 500 or 600. You got me into this hobby, it's your fault.
Oh well, look at the fun you've had out of it. It keeps you off the streets.
Yes, that's right.